mentioned that I was interested in having some surgery done, and a girlfriend of mine recommended Dr. Mack to me. I definitely had some concerns in terms of getting surgery done. I was kind of concerned about having raccoon eyes or having an overdone look. We all want to age with grace, but what we don't want is to look like we've had something done. So I didn't want that to happen. And I also was really concerned about having the surgery be done and then something goes wrong, and that's the first thing that people see. The eyes are the window to the soul, and I didn't want anything to go wrong with my eyes and then have to live with that. I had an upper and lower eyelid lift. I get Botox. My first time of getting Botox was with Dr. Mack after my procedure, and then I also get Latisse, and I also get Obagi from Marcia. This office is great. It's so much better and so much nicer than the other office. It really portrays the culture that Dr. Mack and his staff have built, and it really reflects that really well. It's a really nice place. Well, my first visit was a complimentary consult from Dr. Mack, and that right away spoke volumes that I didn't have to pay for a consult, which kind of makes you feel like you don't want to lose the money. So it was really nice. I had a consult with Dr. Mack, and he went over everything and took my history. And what's really nice about Dr. Mack is that he has a dual specialty, so he's also an ophthalmologist. So he did a full eye exam on me as well. And then it didn't take long for me to schedule with Dr. Mack. I felt very confident. So what I did then is I underwent some testing that he wanted me to have done. And the next thing I got was a call from the surgery center just reminding me of the things that I needed to do pre-operatively. I also got a call from the office staff just reminding me to follow the instructions in terms of the pre-operative instructions. I found everything to be so organized that I almost kind of thought that they'd forgotten about me. So it was great to know that they didn't forget about me and everything was so organized. So the next time I heard was a call the night before my surgery, again from the surgery center and from Dr. Mack's office, just making sure I was doing everything okay and that I felt okay about everything, just checking in, and that was really nice. I went in and had this surgery done, came home that afternoon, and stayed home, followed the instructions from Dr. Mack's office. And my first a week afterwards, I had my first follow-up and came in to see Dr. Mack, and it was really cool because the staff remembered me and everything, so that was really nice too. Dr. Mack's staff they're just adorable. You can really tell that when people stay in an office for a long period of time, that they've built a culture that makes it really enjoyable to work there. And you can tell that they all really enjoy their jobs. I found the staff to be very organized, and I really picked up on something that I don't see very often in other offices, and that's this team approach. So if I came into the office and had a question, if one person wasn't available, then somebody else would get me the answer. So there was never really a long wait to get an answer to a question or a concern, because they do like a multidisciplinary approach to their patients and to into their procedures here. My favorite trait about Dr. Mack, and was probably the most important factor in deciding to have my surgery with Dr. Mack, and that's because he has two specialties. There's nobody that I want working on my eyes other than somebody who specializes in it. And to have somebody who's an ophthalmologist and a plastic surgeon is like the best of both worlds. It speaks volumes that a physician who could make a living being an ophthalmologist decided to do what he's doing. And it's a niche that not many people can touch. And that builds confidence in me, it builds confidence in the patient, because we know that Dr. Mack is a true expert in his field. You know what, I can tell that, I was hesitant at first, and I was very, I had a lot of concerns, and I thought about it for years and years and years, and I was frightened too. But I'm going to tell you, the minute I talked with Dr. Mack and the minute I spoke with the staff, I didn't hesitate to move forward with it. I didn't even really have to think about it. I moved forward with this. He has 2 specialties. The staff is so warm, and you can't find that in Tampa Bay. You can't find that in a lot of places. And I would say to anybody who is cautious about having this done, you know what? Come on in for a free consult, because you don't have to pay, and so you don't feel like you're going to lose money if you don't have surgery with Dr. Mack. I think that speaks volumes of the staff, and it speaks volume of his character, that he will do a consult for you, and it doesn't hurt at all, and you'll feel what we felt, and that's complete comfort.